Dalton and Veronica went back to Lake Serenity that evening and took a boat out onto the lake. It was a calm night in late July, and the air temperature was both soothing and comfortable, feeling like a gentle massage to a tired body. This is so romantic, Dalton. I agree, just to be here with you on this peaceful lake and look into your beautiful eyes is the ultimate experience of fulfillment for me. This is true romance. I feel as though it's just you and I staring into the face of eternally transcendent pleasure. It's not a mere fleeting physical pleasure, such as those pleasures known to strictly earthbound mortals. It is a pleasure of an awakened soul that truly has found love. It's a feeling of being isolated in space and time with just you and the beauty of the enlightened human mind. That was beautifully stated. I want to kiss you. Go ahead. Dalton kisses Veronica. The exquisite pleasure of kissing you or your soft, supple lips of luxury is a pleasure that is only heightened by my feeling of being loved by you. Our love is eternal. Would you like to go to see a movie at the Dream Love Theater tomorrow night? Sure, what's playing? A movie titled Romantic Destiny. Sure. The next evening arrives and Dalton and Veronica go to the Dream Love Theater to see the movie. As usual, they go to the concession booth to order a bucket of popcorn. They see the same woman there. How can I help you people? I would like a bucket of popcorn. You said that you would like a bucket of popcorn? That's not very convincing. Oh, not this again. You gotta be kidding me. You're gonna put me through this again? You're not getting a bucket of popcorn unless you firmly convince me of your desire for it. I agree with Dalton. It's just popcorn, and he really does want it. Any patron who obtains a bucket of popcorn at this place has truly conveyed the utmost sincerity of his or her wanting for it beyond the shadow of a doubt. It must be unequivocal. Don't you think that's a slightly pretentious attitude to have about popcorn? Pretentious? Not at all. It is fucking pretentious. I agree with Dalton. It is fucking pretentious. You've tasted the popcorn. You know how special it is. If you remember correctly, ma'am, All I had was a Mounds bar. And it was fucking disgusting as usual. If I'm not convinced on a psychic level of your wanting for a bucket of popcorn, you're not getting it. Believe me, the wanting is big. The wanting exists. Okay, both of you look at me and try to convince me on a psychic level of your desire for a bucket of popcorn. Um, Dalton and Veronica look deeply into the woman's eyes, trying to convince her. I'm convinced. Terrific. Give us the bucket of popcorn. The woman gives Dalton and Veronica a bucket of popcorn. They go into the theater to watch a movie. They watch the movie. They had a wonderful evening. Dalton and Veronica went back to Veronica's lake house later that evening to talk and have a drink. It was a beautiful moonlit evening as Veronica cruised at a relaxed speed in her baby blue Porsche on a desolate road through the town of Lake Serenity. Let's stop at the convenience store for some booze. How about Anchor Steam beer? Sure. I think they have that there. Veronica pulled up to the Happy Hut convenience store and walked inside. They were greeted by a tall woman with brunette hair. Welcome to the Happy Hut on this fine July evening. How may I be of your assistance? Where do you keep the Anchor Steam beer? It's there in the beer refrigerator. Do you see it? I see it. Veronica walks up to the beer refrigerator and pulls out a case of Anchor Steam beer for her and Dalton to enjoy. They purchase it. There you go. Have a nice evening. Bye. Before you people go, I have something to warn you about. Warn us about. Warn us about? There's an unseen presence lurking about in the woods near Lake Serenity. An unseen presence? How do you know? Because I am psychically connected to nature. I was born under circumstances in which, at the moment of my birth, the light from the formation of a cluster of stars in a galaxy not yet discovered by astronomers, only discovered in my subconscious by the traveling through time and space of my soul in a lucid dream, entered my eyes at the very moment that I reached the Earth from 7 billion light years away. Are we able to discover this galaxy in a lucid dream as if it was already discovered by you at the moment of your birth? My soul has wandered the universe for time immemorial. I am the nature goddess, and I am the key element that brings harmony into nature. As a disembodied soul, I had this lucid dream. In it, I discovered the Penelope galaxy. At the moment of my birth, the light from the cluster of stars entered my eyes, and I was born into humanity as I maintain a dual human goddess form. It's named the Penelope galaxy? That's cool. I know. Here, I thought you were just a lonely woman in a gritty apartment earning minimum wage at the Happy Hut, and it turns out that you are the nature goddess working at the Happy Hut. This is fascinating. You people have a wonderful evening, but please heed my advice. Watch out for the unseen presence. I'm not sure yet if it is sinister or if it is peaceable. We'll watch out for the unseen presence. Yeah, we'll beware of the unseen presence. So long. Dalton and Veronica drive back to Veronica's lake house and sit on the back patio to drink and talk. What a beautiful evening. Me, you, the lake, and a beautiful summer breeze with a view of Lake Serenity being kissed by the moonlight. I couldn't ask for more. Neither could I. Oh, I'm glad I have a. This is I'm doing Heather's too, and I'm glad to hear that there's somebody listening to my. Oh, no, okay. Do you feel any unseen presence, Veronica? Oh, I don't feel any unseen presence. How do you feel an unseen presence? I don't know. I'm trying to feel the unseen presence, but I can't. Maybe it's something that is indefinable. Maybe it's something that a person can only intuit. Sure, maybe. Whatever the unseen presence is, I'm sure not feeling it. All I'm feeling is a union of souls with you, Veronica, as I look deeply into your beautiful brown eyes. I'm feeling that too. Why do we believe in the New Age hooey that we heard from the woman at the Happy Hut? I believe the woman at the Happy Hut, Dalton. I believe in the possibility of truly transcendent phenomenon. What good would life be if it was merely stark existence with nothing but a miserable life of struggle and then death? Sure, but that still could have just been some character or charlatan or scam artist. We'll know for sure if we ever feel the unseen presence. That's correct. Let's just enjoy the evening. Dalton and Veronica had a wonderful evening. Dalton and Veronica got up the next morning, took a walk to the beach at Lake Serenity. It was a very serene day. There was a mild breeze, gently massaging their skin, blowing from the southeast, and the temperature remained at around 72 degrees Fahrenheit for the morning. I'm still trying to figure out what the unseen presence is that the woman at the Happy Hut was referring to. So am I. I wonder if it's a peaceable presence or a sinister presence. Hey, look, Veronica, did you see that? I saw it. It's a head that emerged from the surface of the lake. It looks somewhat human, but with some hideously powerful looking characteristics to it that would seem to suggest that perhaps it is some kind of a cross between a man and a monster. Do you believe in monsters? Yeah. How would you define a monster? We are human beings living in the animal kingdom. Genetically, we share a high percentage of the same DNA as our animal ancestors. What distinguishes us as human beings is a layer on our brains known as the cerebral cortex. This region of the brain is responsible for higher order functioning of the human mind and abstract thinking. Alongside the evolution of man, there was a split in the evolutionary path that formed a type of beast that is very human in many of its intellectual capacities, but is also deeply in touch with its reptilian brain, which is the region of the brain that is given to hostility and evil without remorse. Wow, Veronica. For a principal, you have an intimate grasp of some complex scientific concepts. Thanks. Wow, look, it's Kando from Planet Chandraku, hovering above the lake in his spaceship. Kando hovers above Lake Serenity in his spaceship, from which extends a platform on which he walks onto. Greetings, Earthlings. I hope the morning finds you in a happy state. Hi, Kando. Good morning, Kando. Have any of you seen Isadora X? I'm sorry, Kando. I haven't seen her. Neither have I, Kando. I'm truly devastated. My life is aimless without Isadora X. I will keep trying to get her back, Kando. She filed a restraining order. I can't come near her. That's very sad, Kando. But was your behavior inappropriate towards her? Why did she file a restraining order? I've been spying on her, following her around wherever she goes, taunting her and pleading with her to come back to me. That is very inappropriate behavior, Kando. Not to mention desperate and pathetic. All of a sudden, Isidorix is seen on the beach in the distance. She approaches them and looks up at the spaceship to see Kando hovering up there. Kando, Isidorix, I've decided to come back to you. I've dropped the restraining order. You drop the restraining order, I can come near you again and hold you in my loving arms. Come to me, Kando. Hold me in your loving arms. Kando and Isadora stand on the beach together, arms around each other in a beautiful love embrace that fills not only their hearts with supreme mirth, but also the hearts of those around them, except for the monster in the lake, who emerges from the surface of the lake in a predatory stance, mauling Kando and Isidorix. Isidorix is able to, with the power of her stare, levitate the monster above the lake, trapping it in a suspended position where it screams in agony. That was amazing, Isidorix. It's so good to be back with you. I finally decided to forgive you for cheating on me with a robot sloth. I'm thrilled to be back with you. Kando and Isidorix climb on board their spaceship and teleport back to planet Johnny. It was amazing. It sure was. Do you feel any unseen presence yet? No, I don't feel it yet. It must be some kind of presence beyond the tangible world of human existence that is a pure state of being. I agree. Dalton and Veronica had a wonderful evening.